Hey guys, David here and welcome to the Fit Pro Daily. This week is all about chasing those leads and making sales, but we really want to try and focus on chasing those leads because this is usually the hardest part of the whole Facebook ads to sales process. It's that middle part of chasing leads which is always the hardest part. Yesterday we had Pete Drinkwater come on, share his expert views on how he's helping Fit Pros chase leads, and he gave us some tips and insights into what he does for Fit Pros to help them be successful when it comes to chasing leads. And today we have another 5 top tips. And today's tips is all about what happens the minute somebody presses submit on that Facebook ad. What are the systems that you can place, or what are the tips that you can put in place to make sure they go from a prospect to a successful lead in a nice, smooth transition. But before we do dive into it, if you're brand new to the channel or you haven't subscribed just yet, make sure you do click that big red button below to make sure you never miss another episode. Okay, so these tips I'm going to share with you now are literally the systems we put together inside the Fit Pro portal to help the Fit Pros that come in make sure they maximize and almost automate the whole lead generation process themselves. Yes, they need to spend 5 to 10 minutes every day managing the ad, making sure they're generating the leads at the price they want, but the minute the person presses submit on that Facebook ad, on that landing page, the rest of the process is smooth until it comes to them chasing them and phoning them up. So let's dive straight into the first one. Okay, the first thing is they've been on the landing page, they've put their details in and they've pressed submit. The first thing I would definitely say to do once they press submit is to thank them for submitting their details. There's nothing worse than getting to a thank you page and you're still confused about what it is you've just put your details down for or what's going to happen next. So tip number 1, on that thank you page, thank them for submitting their details and explain to them what is going to happen next. That way then they know you are going to phone them, or you're going to email them, or you can do whatever you need to do in your process, and they know and they're confident in what to expect next. Okay, tip number 2. For this one now, we want to try then automate a text message if possible. So we use Zapier and Click-Send. So the minute a lead comes in, it triggers a zap that then tells Click-Send to send a text message. And the reason we're sending a text message is because if this person's out and about, they've just seen your advert, they've submitted their details and they've moved on to something completely different in their life. Maybe they've gone from a train journey to an office and they're working hard on a computer. They get a text from you within 5 to 10 minutes of pressing that submit button, again to let them know that you've got their details and you will be in contact. Some people might be in a rush, they want to just get started straight away, or they're just showing an interest and you need to start building that value and trust. Have an automated text message sent to them right away, letting them know you got their details and what's going to happen next is going to make a big difference in how the lead reacts to your phone calls. Okay, tip number 3. This is kind of like the text message, but we want to make it into a much more longer process. And this is an automated email follow-up series. And what I mean by that is over the next 5 or 6 or 7 days, they get an email each day giving them more information about the program, giving them success stories, answering their mostly common answered questions, breaking down the fear barrier, giving a load of value and trust. So they're reading these emails, getting to know and like and trust your business a lot more. And then these emails will have call to actions in, whether it is to send a text message to your phone number, complete an application form, message you on Facebook, reply to the email, whatever it is. But they're getting these emails once a day for the first 5 to 7 days, building all this value, delivering a load of trust so they feel confident enough, ready to want to know more and get in contact with you. Okay, tip number 4, and this is going to make the whole lead generation side easier when it actually comes to chasing. You've generated this lead. What I would say to you now is to either use a spreadsheet or to use something like Trello, which again is completely free, where you manage the leads. And again, we would set this up in Zapier, so automatically adds the lead's contact details into a spreadsheet or Trello. So a lead comes in, Zapier gets triggered, and it automatically adds their details in. So you can get a text message or an email or something to let you know a new lead has come in, and then you jump into the spreadsheet, chase them. If they don't answer, maybe you'd put attempt 1 didn't answer, attempt 2 didn't answer, attempt 3 answered. So you can keep track of where you are with these leads and not just have an inbox full of random leads and you're not sure who you've spoken to, who you haven't spoken to. Putting it down on a spreadsheet or on some sort of Trello or Pipe Drive. There's loads of options out there to keep track of where you are with these leads and how many times you've contacted them and what conversations you've been having will make your life so much easier. Okay, and the 5th one, I kind of want to make this as a bonus one. we've done all the chasing, we've tried to phone them, we've tried to text them, they haven't answered, and you've tried them 3, 4, 5, 6, even maybe 8 attempts and trying to get hold of them, and they're just not replying to any emails, any text messages, or any phone calls. What we do then is we stick them into a 4-week follow-up notification. What we mean by that is in 4 weeks' time from the date they first applied, we send them another text. And it could be as simple as, hey, name, I noticed 4 weeks ago you requested more information about our 6-week program. I know at the time we weren't able to get in contact with you, but I just wanted to share an insight into one of the ladies that joined roughly the same time as you. This lady's gone on, and so far she's managed to lose half a stone. She's been coming to 2 or 3 sessions a week. We've really managed to help her with her nutrition. And she's been saying that it's the best thing that she's ever done. If you want to know more again, or you want to try and get the same success as her, then just let me know simply by replying to this text message. A simple message like that will get that person to reactivate or re-text you back or re-reply to the email, because now they're wondering what it would have been like if they did actually commit, if they did reply to your text message or your phone calls or your emails. So having this in place 4 weeks after they initially applied, if you didn't speak to them or hear from them, send it to them, and you will honestly get a reply, them kind of like being more intrigued this time because you've shown them what differences could have happened in that 4-week period. Okay, so they were the 5 tips, and honestly, if you can incorporate all 5 of those into your lead chasing, it is going to make your life easier. I know all the time we try and focus on lead generation because that is what this channel is about. Generating leads, as many as possible, as often as we can. But once you've generated that lead, we have to make sure we're chasing them successfully. So by doing these 5 steps, you are going to be making sales much more frequently because you're staying on top of your leads. You're having an organized plan of what you're supposed to be doing, and it's making the leads life so much easier. As usual, if you want to check out some of the other videos we have on offer on the channel, check out some of these videos just here. Or if you're new, don't forget you can always subscribe to make sure you never miss another episode. I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Cheers.